Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brent Bridgeman, your host of the JFL Boat Build Series. I've been doing this entire YouTube thing wrong. So my sincere apologies, and I will try to do better. So anyway, what we're gonna work on today is we're gonna take that driver's console, the base part that we had cut down, and we're gonna make sure it fits structurally in its original location so we can build onto that later. So we're gonna try to do that. The temperature today is gonna be 70 degrees, so that's exciting. And also, we got a different format, okay? I've got a new graphic for like a mid-range after this introduction, and I've also got an outro planned instead of that huge introduction that I was losing viewers after 7 seconds. So we don't wanna do that anymore. So join me, and we're gonna get right into this project. And from now on, I'll make sure that it's exciting. I'll make sure there's a reward. And I'm also gonna make sure I take care of you guys as my viewers. We're giving away $1,000 cash as soon as we hit 10,000 followers. So be ready. And all you gotta do in the comment is comment $4. So once we hit 10,000, comment $4. Everyone who does that is gonna get put in just a random drawing on the computer, and we'll host it live, and someone's gonna get $1,000 cash. I can Venmo, I can Cash App it, whatever you want. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So I did a little bit of cleanup here, just hung the wiring over the edge there. What I'm gonna do is take out these two screws. It's like they're 11 millimeter head. When I take these out, this piece should come up. This piece is the existing piece that sits here. Our goal today is to get this helm piece off of here. Then this is also going to come off. In fact, this is going to set aside right now. I just want to show you guys what we're doing. Once I get this piece off of here, I'll be able to clean this and clean this ledge where this sits, cover it with packing tape, then we'll reinstall this, and then I will glass this bottom piece here, and then I'll proceed from here to fiberglass the side piece. We have everything off right now. It's easy to get these pieces mounted. Once these pieces are mounted solid, that's mounted solid, then we can start working on the dash placement, steering wheel placement, and that. So let's get this started. I'm gonna pull this off right now. See, it's got stainless bolt, stainless washer on there. That'll get reinstalled. Every bolt and screw you put on a boat should always be stainless. Otherwise you're gonna have a rusty mess, and not to mention it'll eventually fail if it's not stainless. So these are coming out pretty easy. So it's been a while since I've seen you guys. It's been about 6 weeks. We've had some terrible cold weather. Definitely couldn't do no fiberglass work. I also did tons of research, as you already know, because our intros are different. But toward the middle of this, I got a new graphic for the company for the JFL Boat Build Series, and I also got a new reveal for the new outro. So instead of doing intros, it seems like our retention wasn't lasting longer than 3 to 5 seconds, so the intro is too long. People want to know what the video is about and what you're going to do about it. So we're changing it up because we need more views, and we definitely want our YouTube channel to grow. All right, so come on. Some kind of glue on this thing. We're not wasting any time. I'm not going to mess around with this. Okay, that was a little hard. That's where all the structure for the steering wheel goes. See that old mat? Anyway, we're gonna rip that off because we're gonna put new right there. So I'm gonna prep this surface here with a sander and grinder. All right, so we're gonna spray in here real quick. Then we're just gonna wipe it all down. All right, so after you get the simple green wiped off, and like I said, we're gonna address the hot foot under here anyway, so then we'll finish the bottom, because we're gonna also pull this all the way out and re-glue it because it wasn't glued completely. No big deal, that's easy. So we'll address the bottom cleaning of this because it's got some glue like right here and stuff. That's gonna take a little extra care. We don't have time today for that, so we're gonna move on to what we were doing. So what we're after here is we want to be able to take the console out. So I'm going to have these two screws, this screw, and then that side will have three, 1, 2, 3 screws. Then this whole console, if I ever have to remove it, everything will unplug and I'll have to remove it for whatever reason, if we're replacing hoses, lines, whatever. But I want this console to be able to come out just like the passenger side console. I have the console for the passenger side. I'm not going to run it for tournament fishing. So anyway, all right, so we're going to, got a piece of fiberglass stuck in my finger. All right, so we're going to run this packing tape. So that whole bottom piece is covered. Now we bring this piece back in. All right, so what I've done is I got that side piece on. And I've also got a piece where they were separated. So what I've done is join the two. Right here is where they were split. Now this is in a good location. I'll have to change the angle here, but I got to cut this anyway to move it down. But the main thing is we want this front piece done. So we're going to come in here right now and I'm going to under tape where I want extra, like right in here. I want to attach this to this and attach this to here and attach all this here. Then once it dries, I can pull the tape, pull the vice grips, finish glassing that, and then this will all be solid here. Just gonna run the tape like that, and then that way I can run resin to that piece there, and then that'll tie this in with here. Then that'll give this a ton of strength. Then once this piece is attached and the dash piece, this will be a really solid, won't be so flimsy anymore. Even see this? Watch after we get just this glass work done, how strong this gets. This is really weak, look. But anyway, we're gonna do that now. I gotta mix up some resin, but we'll do that now. All right, so we're gonna pull some fiberglass. Of course, it's gonna get windy again because it knows I want a fiberglass. So we'll try to tear these off in little rectangles as we can. The thing is, you always want to pull this stuff prior to the job, because once that, especially today, it's a little warmer, so the resin will set up quick. And if you're sitting here trying to pull these apart after you already mixed the resin, you're going to end up just really hating life. I probably grabbed a little too much, but better to have too much than not enough. So yeah, we're going to build this area, make this all solid, build around these screws. We'll still leave the screws
exposed to the last top here. We're gonna go for it. That resin is setting up. I took the jelly form of it and just shoved it in here, and then I'll grind this all flat once I unscrew it. It'll give this whole base some support. It's already getting strong, but the main thing is we wanted this base to be in. Now we can build onto this because it centers the steering wheel. So we made sure that we got that. And like I said, this bottom piece was never part of the top piece except for these little fiberglass straps that had like this wide. There was zero structural. I don't even know how it stayed together. But with the heavy meters and all that stuff up here that's going to be up here now, this has to be a solid unit. And yeah, it'll be maybe 10 pounds heavier because of it. But to me, the 10 pounds heavier, I'll lose 20 pounds of tackle so I can have a stronger console. You know what I mean? So anyhow, we're going to let that cure and then go grab some water and then we'll be back.